Welcome to Between the Mics podcast, where we will talk about anything and everything. Who knows? We might talk about sports games that we're watching, what's going on in our lives outside of podcasting and streaming, motivational things that we want to share, the live streaming that we're doing, the games that we're playing, and who knows, probably some tech. But all I know is that there will be lots of laughs and great stories told. Between the Mics, you have myself, known as the awesome Dado online, or you can just call me Mike, and my co-host, known as Flinty Dog online, or you can call him AJ. We appreciate and are excited to have you here and joining us and listening to us as we take you through our chaotic mayhem of thoughts between the mics. Gang, what is going on? Welcome on into another episode of Between the Mics podcast. And boys, I got podcast out that time, so it's already a good start to the episode. I have Flinty and Gabs here. Boys, what is going on?
What up? I'm so proud of you for that one.
I know. I didn't stumble over my words.
You know how to English today.
I did it. It's because we're recording at a decent hour of the day, and it's not like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I can actually speak.
You know, yeah, right. Words.
It's the podcast.
The podcast. The
podcast. But boys, I know that I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys are as well. We have a very special guest with us here today. We have a lot of exciting information coming out in this podcast episode as well. And I hope that everybody that's listening enjoys this as much as we will today. But without further ado, we're going to bring in our newest of friends, Tipsy. What's going on, dude?
What's up, brother?
How are we?
What's going on, bud?
Chilling, hanging out. Doing what I do every day. Sitting here
talking.
Sitting here doing a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, that's somebody's got to do it.
You're damn right. Don't tell my boss.
But we
safe with us.
Yeah, we won't put you all over the internet. We promise.
I don't think she knows how to watch YouTube, so I think we're okay.
Hopefully she doesn't have Spotify.
You might have Spotify.
Oh, shit.
Cancel
it.
It's not his fault. It's our fault. It's not his fault. It's our fault.
Blame Flinty. Everybody blames me anyway.
Yeah. Hashtag blame Flinty. But we are super excited. Tipsy has come in to join us for many reasons. One, it's a member of the community that we all love to hang out with in his streams, even though that Dado has to constantly wear his brown pants as he hangs out in those streams. Because I'm there for love and support. Some of this shit, I'm a wimp. I'm a weenie. Dado doesn't do scary music. Dado doesn't do scary movies. Halloween stores freak me out. So it's
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's something. But
you should have seen right now. His dog came down the stairs.
It scares the shit out of me. Yeah, she's got this reflective harness on, and I could just see it glowing from the lights in the studio. I'm like, did you guys see that? What the hell was that?
Like, yeah,
it jumped
dude,
out of his
skin.
skin.
Relax.
Oh my god.
Nope, just my puppers. But thank you for coming in. To kind of kick it off, we'd love to learn a little bit about you, a little bit of background, general. No, obviously, we don't want your zip code or your social security number, but a little bit about where you're from and maybe what you do on a day-to-day outside of streaming.
Yeah, so I live in the suburbs of Cleveland. I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere. I came here because I married my wife, and she dragged me out here, which kind of sucks because I'm not a huge fan of Ohio. Don't blast me for that. This place kind of sucks. But
the guy ended up in South Carolina.
I'd rather be there. But yeah, I mean, day to day, I don't just sit here like I joke, but I do work from home. Stream every day, you know. Not a whole lot going on. Just chilling. hanging out
So-
every day.
Chilling.
Big chilling.
Big chilling every day.
Work from home. Family. You said you have a wife.
Yeah,
One child, correct?
2. I got 2.
Two children.
Yeah. Boy and a girl.
Awesome. Are you?
They do
is
not
that?
collab. They do not. That's it. We're done. Yeah, we're done. Dude, it's
Yeah,
hard
once you
enough
start
with
getting
2.
to 3, it's woo.
It's hard enough with 2.
You start pushing the envelope with.
Yeah.
Dude,
Then you gotta
after
look
you
at
get
bigger
there.
cars.
I was
and they
a
cost
half an
more.
hour. I was a half an hour late for stream last night because my son refused to go to bed.
I feel that.
Like,
I
come on,
feel
bro. I
Dado
got shit
knows
to
that
do.
pain.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
Dado, Dado has canceled streams because of it.
Mhm.
He's
I ain't
texted
doing
me
that.
plenty of times whenever we had plans to play and stream together. He's like, "Hey man, like I'm sorry." I was like, "Just it's fine."
I've only dropped out of stream one time, and it's because my son threw up everywhere in the middle of my stream, and I was like, okay, I guess I should probably end. But if he wouldn't have thrown up everywhere, I would have kept going.
Yeah, it's like a WWE wrestling match some nights with my boys, and it's like, I will RKO you off this bunk bed. Go to sleep. Like,
This is my time.
right? It is 10:45. You need to be asleep. Let's go.
I feel that for sure, dude.
There's a thing called melatonin.
I gave it to them. I've told you this.
Double
My
the
kids aren't old
dose.
enough to know it's
I feel like I need to take melatonin sometimes. I'm up too late some nights. There's times like Gabs and I will be hanging out in voice chat, like, bro, it's 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need to
ended
go
my
to
stream
bed.
last night at 3:30 a.m. I think,
I passed
Ooh.
out, bro. I told you I was gonna pass out.
Oh, I'm
and I
big
ended up hanging
chilling.
out. And I ended up raiding somebody, and I was in their stream till like 4,
Jeez.
which is a terrible idea.
I'm always big chilling. Like, y'all are. I'm in the past.
Yeah, right.
It's like midnight for me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you
Lame
guys suck.
fuckers. Y'all are lame. Time to go play Flight Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all go live when Gabs is sitting at the dinner table. We're like, hey, where's he at? He's like, I'm still at work. The fuck you mean?
Yeah. I got to go make some food. I'll be right back. Never comes back.
Brother's hungry over here.
Oh, there's been plenty of times where he's been hanging out with us, playing Call of Duty or whatever. He'd be like, I'll be right back. Food's here. Gabs is gone. Just gone.
I've done it for the podcast. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I got no shame.
No, that's
Oh, man.
it's crazy. So we're all streamers. We mentioned that and kind of joked around about it. But Tipsy, what is the one of your favorite games that you stream the most? What would you say that your go-to game is?
Right now, probably Demonologist.
Yeah.
I prefer Phasmophobia, but I mean, I play Demonologist a lot because that's the person I play with the most. Likes to play that game, so I play with Stealth Chick like 99% of the time, and I absolutely hate Demonologist because it's scary.
Thank you. At least you
I mean,
admitted it.
yeah, but at least I play it. I'm not a pussy.
Oh.
Heyo.
Damn.
No, but for real, I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
come
fuck
into
you,
streaming
Dado.
with the goal of playing horror games whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
Like when I started streaming, I streamed only MLB The Show, and I streamed it for like a week, and then Stealth rated my channel, and she was like, "Yo, let's play this, and this," and I was like, "Okay, let's do it."
Right.
And then I kind of fumbled my way into being a horror streamer. So
I think
that's
that's
just what
how
I do
any
now.
horror thing goes, right? You just kind
yeah,
of
because
fumble your way.
I don't like I'm not gonna go watch a scary movie later because I'll shit my pants. But I mean, for the chat, I'll play whatever. I mean,
See, I'm kind of one of those masochists. I love scary movies.
no, hate them.
I'll go
Feel
watch
like
The
in
Ring
reality,
right
I
now.
fucking hate this.
Hate them, hate them,
No
hate them.
thanks.
I have to continuously chat in Tipsy streams because if I don't make fun of what's going on, I'll literally be sitting there going, "Oh my god!"
Hyperventilate.
Dude, the last couple times we played, there's been some crazy shit going on too.
Yeah,
Like we played last night and we were seeing shit we've never seen before. I mean, we play that game like 4 or 5 times a week, so we've seen just about everything you can see. Last night was just nuts.
Mhm.
I was like,
I'm gonna have
what
to
the
jump
fuck?
in and actually see it because I love that horror stuff.
Dado, how were you feeling when that was happening?
I told told Tipsy I was going to bed. No kidding.
He said he was
I told him I
tired
was
and he had a
gonna
long day and he
pass
was
out.
going to bed.
I was gonna pass out, quote unquote.
Quote
I
and
started
quote.
crying.
I had to go turn all the lights on in the house because
Yeah, I've only played. I mean, I usually play with people all the time, so I usually don't stream by myself. But like, I hate streaming by myself. And when I do, like, I played one horror game a couple weeks ago after I got raided, and it was nope. I hated it. Playing by myself, I didn't know what to do. Things are fucking nuts. I was scared.
Was that the game that
Yeah,
What's
Echoes of
it called?
Despair. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you and April
that
were
shit
there.
was funny? That
Dude,
shit
it
was
was
funny.
scary.
One of them.
Then I streamed that shit for like, I streamed that shit for like 3.5 hours. Okay, the first horror stream I ever did. Streamed it for 3.5 hours. Go upstairs. Didn't know my dogs were up there. He like kicks the door whenever I'm going upstairs, pitch black, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I was like, "This is how it's gonna be. We're gonna go back to the show."
Exorcist.
This is it.
Exorcist.
Yeah, seriously, seriously. It's like my house was built on some farmland. I don't know if there were some Indian graves or nothing before I got here. So keep that shit away.
yeah, and you're
Yeah,
summoning them by
seriously.
playing these horror games. Like,
I think the only thing I really like think about whenever I play those is like it gives you like pretty specific names of people, and you have no idea if they're like fictional or like realistic at all.
sure.
And I always have the spirit box, so like I'm always constantly like yelling at them and like provoking them pretty hard. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't do that. But at the end, I'm like,
It's
maybe I
kind of
should,
funny.
yeah, maybe I should though. So it's like
Just
I'm
holding.
gonna keep
That
doing
was
it.
pretty-
Holding
I'm gonna keep
prey.
doing it until something happens.
It's like when you were. What were we saying to that one? It was a female ghost, and you're like, "You're just like your mother."
Oh yeah,
She got fucking mad.
yeah, dude. The other day I called it a lie. I called one of the female ghosts a liar, and like we got like a jump scare I've never seen before, and I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it's a little too far.
I've always liked your sister. I promise. Like,
Yeah, I swear we can be friends. I didn't mean it. I just wanted you to show me something, and she sure did.
Yeah, the one with
I
you're
about
just
pissed my
like your
pants.
mother definitely definitely drew the line there because that
Well,
always
yeah.
works out perfect.
Yeah. Then I
Dead
play with
or
Stealth, and she
alive.
like Stealth always like cusses out the ghost because she's like, "There's this one ghost on here that hates if you cuss." And I was like, "How are we gonna know? Because that's all we do is cuss at them. So we're never gonna know because they all get pissed off."
Just call them all bitch pussies.
Yeah, there we go.
you just drop that one and see who comes running at you.
Yeah.
Oh
It-
boy.
It can get crazy. It's very entertaining. I will tell you that. Though
Don't
it
worry,
can
I got
be.
more.
Oh God.
I bought 4 more last week. They're coming.
Jesus. You
Yeah,
need
they're gonna
Jesus.
be
That's
for
what you
ride.
need. You need Jesus.
I grew up in the church. Thank you.
I
Tipsy's like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I know I've said this probably in your stream. I know I said it when Phantom was streaming whatever the Outlast whatever he was streaming. People that make these games need help. Let me just put that out there. Who sits in a room and creates a game that does this shit? I don't get
It's
it.
the same thing with scary movies. I mean, those things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
people
been
need
some
help,
movies
too.
where I'm like, okay, this is like,
Dumb as
stupid
fuck.
horror, like, yeah, dumb. And then there's some where you're like, okay, this guy should probably be put away for life. Like,
Whoever made Sinister did a really good job. Sinister
yeah,
is
and they should probably not be able to walk the streets.
Yep.
They should probably be put away forever.
Like the
Mhm.
guy who created the human centipede. That guy needs to be locked away.
Yeah, that was too far.
That was a little too much.
But the South Park episode's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
If he got us that, he's good in my book.
See, I have a fun little take on the Paranormal Activity. Hated it.
The movie itself or like
the movie,
entity?
like the movie. No, like the movies itself.
Yeah.
I hated them because it was so
They weren't real good.
no.
I hate anything that's like super staged. That's why like Demonologist, I love it, great game. But like there's certain things they do that are like timed jump scares. So like every map, like you have the potential to see the same exact thing over and over again.
Sure.
So like generally I know whenever it's coming and what's gonna come. But like even the other night, I wasn't paying attention, like, because it's usually timed. And I walked in, went to the one room, and it immediately happened. I was like, Jesus Christ. Because you just have no idea it's gonna happen. You think it's gonna happen, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. Phasmophobia, completely different because it's like completely random. There's no jump scares whatsoever, which is why I prefer that game. But like anything that has predicted like it's gonna happen here, it's gonna happen at this time, that really pisses me off. Same thing with movies. Like when you can predict a jump scare is gonna happen, it's like okay,
Right.
that pissed me off. Same thing with games. I mean, I'm the same way.
Yeah. What was that one horror game that everybody was like all in awe about? The mortician game.
Oh yeah. Mortuary assistant.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What? Is this like a simulator of being like in
Yeah.
a
So
morgue?
So
Kinda.
you act as a mortician, and you have to like do the things a mortician would do to the body, like drain the blood and like know,
Uh-huh.
not sew their mouth shut, but like lock their jaw, like put eye caps on them and stuff. And the whole time it's happening, there's demons hunting you, and you have to figure out what the demon is. And like it's pretty intense, dude. I've watched a lot of that, and that's a game I probably will not play,
And I'm
Doesn't
sure
sound
that
too
industry is
mostly because
like,
it's single player. And
Ooh,
Honestly, I would love to see you play it.
I mean, I might. Let's be honest.
Because who I would really love to play it is that one.
nope.
That would
All
be
these
great.
lights on.
He
in this
did
down-
say he would play a horror game with me. He said
I
that.
would play a horror game with you.
He did
Yes.
say that for affiliate. That's
Yep.
exactly what he said.
It was that or a wet T-shirt. I'm still down for the wet T-shirt. I mean, I'm not opposed.
Should have brought a bucket of water yesterday.
You know, I would have went back into that building because my vice president was there, and I was like, "Why are you
What
wet?"
happened to you?
I was watching Cops. Like,
Cops is going to 4.
yeah. No, if I play a horror game, you guys are going to see everything that you can't see in the background of the studio because all of the lights will be on. I will. There might be a little armored friend sitting here. That'll no.
Dog comes back down the stairs. Whoa, bam!
Be all
We're
over
gonna
the
need another
news.
dog.
Yeah. Man shoots dog while streaming.
Because he
Limbs
got
on demon.
scared.
But that
Not
mortician
demon.
game looks scary as shit because it's got like 14 different endings.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's
And the-
it's got a bunch of different endings. There's a bunch of shit that you can do. I mean, it's just crazy. And a lot of the cutscenes in that are like absolutely insane. Like the lady like stabs herself and like injects herself with drugs. It's nuts.
Doesn't
It is
sound
nuts.
stream worthy. Doesn't sound good at all.
There's been a few
Well,
people that streamed
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah, I watch Queso a lot. The biggest streamer I watch. He played that for like a month straight, like every single day. And I was like, dude, if I played that as much as he does, I would have nightmares for sure.
Well, that's why he played it every day because he didn't sleep.
Probably, yeah. And there's a chance. But he gets to stream every day, and that's his life. So
Right.
I think
Right.
the
That-
only
sure
scary
he's all right with
movie
it.
that gave me nightmares was Queen of the Damned.
Really?
never seen it.
Yeah.
I could watch that movie all day.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that one just gave me nightmares.
I just like the Korn album that was in that movie. I mean, that's what got me through it. I'm like, the scariest, one of the scariest movies that I watched, and this everybody's gonna be like, really, Dado? You're a wuss. Was the Blair Witch Project. I remember watching that when I was like in elementary school and lost my mind. Lost it.
That is understandable.
It's
That's
like the
before
whole
my
camera
time.
position and them like recording and all that cutaway and no, I'm good.
That don't like that. That was too real for him.
What did
Yeah,
I
I was
try
like-
to get you to watch in high school?
I don't know. I probably said no.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Punched you and ran out of the room.
we almost got into a fight because I was like, dude, just watch it, you fucking pussy.
Instant no, nope, I'm not gonna do it.
Nope, my mom's calling me. I gotta go.
We were at
Yeah,
your house.
My mom's calling me. I gotta go.
I think your mom
you
called.
can
It's time
say-
for you to go. Actually,
Yeah, your mom called me. I gotta go. Like, which wouldn't be
can't
too
remember
far
what it
past
was.
your mom. She probably would have called me because you wouldn't have answered your phone.
Oh, I didn't even know where my phone was half the time.
Can you bring my son home? Sure, why not?
It's happened a couple times.
Yes.
meanwhile, Dado's like, he's trying to get me to watch a scary movie. Please call me and tell me to bring him home.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom real fast. I'm calling AJ's mom from the bathroom. Help me!
Your psycho
What did you
son
do to
wants
this
to watch
kid?
a scary movie.
My dad would have been like, "Suck it up, Buttercup."
Yeah. I'm gonna
Needs to
duct
be a
tape you
few
to this
wipes.
fucking chair.
You're watching it.
Like Clockwork Orange.
Right. Fucking force your eyes open.
So I have a question for you, Tipsy.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
if you weren't actually getting into the horror games, what would you be playing? Mainly MLB or sports games and stuff.
Yeah, probably MLB The Show or NHL 24. I grew up like really big on sports games because my family's very religious, so like I wasn't allowed to play like Call of Duty growing up. Like I wasn't allowed to play anything like that. So I decided to like sit there and spam horror game or not horror games, sports games or racing games. So like NHL is probably my favorite game to physically play outside of horror games. The Show is the one I play the most just because I mean I played baseball all my life, so I can relate to that more. But like whenever College Football 25 comes out, I'm probably not going to stream hardly any horror at all because I'm going to just absolutely annihilate that game every single day until my eyes bleed.
And you'll just be
Nice.
the horror, not the game.
Yeah, I'll be the horror. Yeah, you'll look at the screen and be like, yeah, this guy needs to take a break. No, I mean, I'll sprinkle horror in there, but definitely I'm going to hammer that for sure. I mean, the last one was just 11 years ago.
Right.
It's been a long time coming, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I used to
Definitely,
play
if
that
I didn't
game.
stream horror, all sports. I mean, maybe COD. I play COD for like 2 months when it comes out, and I stopped playing it altogether. But
Yeah.
probably COD. Even though I'd sit here and throw I'd break my monitors every day because I hate it.
I know.
It's still good for the stream. Yeah.
Flinty Blake's something every stream when he plays COD. You just don't see it.
I've had to fix
Yeah.
my desk like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically
We've
anything
heard
I
one
can
of
play that's not mouse and keyboard. I hate playing mouse and keyboard. I mean, he saw me play Valorant last night. By the way, after you
Mhm.
left, we did significantly better. So I blame
Oh, it
you.
was my fault. Here we go. It's
Yeah,
my
it's your
fault.
Hashtag
But,
Dado.
like- Yeah, Valorant's like the first game I've ever played mouse and key. It's like a shooter. And I think people underestimate how hard it is to play mouse and keyboard when you've never played it before.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's extremely rough. And I try to stray away from those. Like horror games different because like it's pretty slow. Like you don't really have to do anything.
Right.
Like Valorant, I had to go in the first day I played it, and I had to completely change my entire keybind system just so I could even remotely play the game. Just because of how like my hands work and like how everything works. And it's like anything mouse and keyboard, I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Here's
Well,
the
Like,
thing.
everybody's like spamming X Defiant, and I was like, dude, if I play mouse and keyboard, it's over. I can't play mouse and keyboard, not competitively for sure.
That's a quick way to give yourself arthritis. Your fingers are like moving in weird directions.
Dude, a quick way to give yourself a right. I hand stitch all those hats. I hand
Yeah.
stitched 51 the last 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
Dude.
Jesus.
My fingers hurt.
He's like, I'm here to play a game.
Yeah, like, this is like trying to grab a hold of my mouse. I'm like,
I'm gonna use my strong hand.
yeah, I'm gonna use my strong hand to move the mouse around.
That's
I think
all I'm
I
gonna
played-
think of now when you're streaming. It's just-
My little claw over there with the mouse. Ever wonder why my aim's so bad? Just think of the strong hand.
Now we know.
I know I played PUBG on mouse and keyboard whenever I first got my PC, and yeah, I had to
What
get
do
a
you
new
think?
mouse.
Yeah,
Not
mean,
surprised.
like
PUBG's
I
already
don't know how
got
people
off
do
the-
it. I don't know how people do it, especially some of these mouses that have or mice that have like six or 7 additional buttons. Like
Yeah,
mine has 2, and if I had any more than 2, like I'd freak out. Like, I was playing Valorant last night, and like sprint is my back mouse button, and reload is my front mouse button, and I was like, how the fuck do I reload the gun? Like I don't know what's going on. Like how do I run? What's going on? Like it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah,
I
I
much prefer a controller.
have
much
2
rather
buttons on
control.
the side of it on mine,
Yeah, mine too.
and half of the time I'm like, "What the fuck? Why are these here?"
Yeah.
To reload your gun,
Yeah.
Gabs. Come on, get it
I thought
together.
it was
Valorant for
R.
me to reload my gun.
I thought
See,
it
but
was
I have
R
I,
a lot
I,
of
only,
the
I have
times.
like I have a 60% keyboard, so like and I have pretty big hands. So like
I got two
getting
buttons.
getting to some of those like letters to reload and shit, that's just not fast enough for me. So I have to put it on the mouse.
Yeah, I'll stick to the controller. Thank you.
I'm
I'm
willing
just-
to get blasted in the face, I guess. I don't know. I'm not willing to change my keybinds. I guess I'll die.
Every single game I play. Every single game I play, I switch the keybinds. I switched it. Demonologist, Phasmophobia, any single game that you see me play, it has the wrong keybinds because I can't do it. Like the E key. I hate that everything on the interact is the E key. I switch it all. I always switch to the key. I always switch to the mouse. I can't really hit
it's
the E
like
key.
there's so many. That's a lot. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I have WASD and sometimes the shift key, and that's all I'm pressing. Maybe space to jump.
Maybe.
Yeah, but probably not.
On Call
Oh.
of Duty, it has control to like lay you down and C to make you crouch. Like, why can't you guys just make it hold control? You know?
Well, you could just use
Because that'd be too
controller.
smart.
I mean, yeah. I switched over to controller because I was just doing so fucking bad.
Dude.
Actually,
I'm about
Gabs,
to
we
start
should play
breaking
this.
something.
We should play the show. When you use keyboard, I'll use controller.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
that's-
think you still have a chance.
Okay, I tried.
I've seen the way you play. I think it's so chat.
Wow.
Who would be your own people sometimes, man?
It really do.
You
be.
really do be your own.
Well, at least you're paying attention.
Yeah.
So I guess to kind of take a couple steps back, you mentioned playing a lot of sports games as you were growing up. What was the first gaming console that you had?
PlayStation 2.
Okay.
I got it when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, maybe. And the only game I had was Midnight Club Dub City Edition.
Oh,
Hell
And
yeah.
I played
Club
the
was
shit out of Midnight Club, dude. The
Hell yeah.
shit. And if I
I
wanted to
was-
play any game outside of like a sports game or a racing game, I would sneak over to my aunt's house across the street and I would borrow her husband's PS2 games and I'd sneak them back to my house and play them in the middle of the night when my parents weren't around.
and you were playing Midnight Club. That was the sneaky game, or
No, I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Hey,
Ooh,
there we go.
yeah.
With the cheat codes.
No, I didn't. My cousin spammed all the cheat codes. I never cheated. I never played the cheat codes.
Oh,
Mostly because I couldn't remember what they were, and in order to go to find them, I would have had to go into the living room to get on my parents' computer, and they would have known exactly what I was doing.
shit.
I was like, let's just play it straight up for a while.
You didn't have any boys from like school or anything like that? Be like, hey man, I need a
I need you to write
a
this down.
list of cheat codes for me.
Nah, none of the kids none of the guys I really hung out with growing up really played a ton of games. Like a lot of the kids I hung out with, all they did was play COD. Like they strictly played COD. That was it. Like they didn't play anything
Oh,
else.
One of the
They played
fanboys.
they played like MVP baseball or COD. That was it.
Yeah, see, I played a lot of San Andreas. I jumped around whenever I was younger. San Andreas, I played hell, I even had a GameCube. And like I was playing like Pokemon stuff like that, and like I jump around all around the board.
Yeah. I never had a GameCube. My one buddy had one. We played NFL Street. Like we played the shit out of it. The disc didn't even work anymore. But like, just pretty much sports games, and then Midnight Club Dub Edition, dude. Dub City Edition. That was one of the best games. Like so old school. It would be absolute dog shit today. Like,
Oh yeah,
but
it was so
back
good.
back in the
back.
day, that
Awful.
shit was heat.
Well, that was like one of the first games, if I remember, because you do like interior first person in that game.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like one of the first games that you could do that with, and I was all about it because I'm a super realistic game player,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I get to drive inside the car.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was like this game is ahead of its time, and then you like 10 years passes, and you're like, man, that game was absolute dog shit.
Yeah, you
Shit
play
was terrible.
you
Why
play
look at
Forza,
that?
and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, like this shit's incredible.
You're just sitting there like, why the fuck that game look like that?
Yeah.
Right. They try real
Dude,
hard.
my
back then.
PS2, I rode my PS2 as long as I could. I think I had it
Same.
from when I was like 6 or 7 to when I was like 15. And then I started getting the blue error screen,
Mm-hmm.
and I just took it out back and I shot it with a 22 like 50 times.
Mine was screaming. It was like, "Wah!"
Man, my mom
Oh,
called outside.
yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? I was like, it doesn't work.
When I get down like Old Yeller, it's a shot. It's
Yeah.
over.
And I didn't have a console for like I didn't have anything for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
What you go to
Completely
after
stopped
that?
gaming altogether. I got a PS3. Oh no, I got a PS3, which I had for like a year or two, and then when I went to college, all my buddies had Xbox.
Mm.
So I was like,
Over force.
well, I have two options here. I can either play PS3 by myself all the time, or I can just buy an Xbox One. So I bought an Xbox One like I don't know, like a year after they came out, and I played that for like 4 or 5 years, and then got rid of that when I moved out to Ohio, and then I bought a PS4 on Black Friday, PS4 Pro, and then I had that for I don't know, like 2 or 3 years, and then I finally got my hands on a PS5 because they were like ungettable for the longest time.
Mm.
And I went to GameStop, and I think they opened at like 10, and they had a sale on them, and I was like, okay, this is my chance. So I like took the day off, showed up at GameStop at like 8 o'clock. There was already like 2 people in line. I was like, you have to be kidding me. The guy's like, yeah, I got here at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, you're an idiot. That's what you are.
Should have got here at 10.
You
Yeah.
fucking nerd.
Yeah, like what an idiot. So, and he was probably in like his mid 50s. I was like, okay, I mean, you're probably buying it for your kid, respect, but like you have nothing better else to do than be here at 6:30 in the morning.
He's
Had to beat
retired,
you
bro.
there. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. But I got there and they had a bunch actually, which I was surprised about. But got my PS5 and I was like super excited. I was like, I'm gonna go home and just play the shit out of this. I went to the Chick-fil-A drive-through after I got my PS5 and it was sitting in the front seat. And the lady at Chick-fil-A is like, where'd you get that PS5? And I was like, GameStop down the road, they have like 20 of them. She's like, I might have to leave work early. I was like, hey, more power to you, lady. This Chick-fil-A better be good though.
She better slap. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sell this one to you right here for a convenience.
buy
fee of
another one.
5%.
I'll go buy another one.
You're like, I'll be damned if you don't think I'm gonna make a profit off of this.
But no joke, there was only like they had a bunch of them. There was only like 4 people there. And they advertised it on their website for like 2 weeks in advance, and like nobody showed up.
Yeah,
You know,
I just
fucking GameStop is just game over for GameStop.
Dude, if I was a scalper, man, I would have been in there just buying them up.
right.
Yeah.
I showed Mrs. Dado an Instagram post the other day. They were on PS5s were on sale, so we have an Xbox, a Switch, PS4, all
Yeah.
And I'm like, we
Same.
need a PS5 to add to this, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh look, they're on sale. She goes, get that out of my face. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
tried.
whenever I got my wife wasn't super happy about it, and she's like, "What are you gonna do with PS4?" And I was like, "I don't know, get rid of it." Like,
Mhm.
Take it out back.
yeah, take it out back and shoot it.
There's only one way to
But,
handle these things.
I was like, I mean, I waited 2 years for this thing because I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm buying it, and there's like nothing you can say about it. So
Yeah, I'm still waiting on buying a new Xbox. I'm
How
still
much
rocking
did you actually pay
Slim.
for it?
for my PS5,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever retail was at the time.
We won't tell your wife. No I'm kidding.
Um,
I don't know. It was probably. I think it. I mean, it's 2 years after they came out. I think I paid like $400, and it came with 2 controllers and a controller charger.
Because they were
Oh,
going for
yeah.
way much more, right? At some point.
Well,
Yeah,
some
they
people-
started off at 600, I think, when they released.
Yeah.
But people were scalping them for like 1,200 at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
people were
remember all that.
paying that.
Yeah, my buddy,
It was the
he
same
ended
thing
up
with Xbox.
trading. My buddy ended up trading like football cards for a Mac because he's like a high end, like in the hobby in sports cards.
Mhm.
He traded it for a 2-year-old Mac, and then some guy messaged him the next day and was like, "Hey, I'll trade you a brand new PS5 in the box for that Mac." And he was like, "Done deal. That's the easiest trade I've ever made in my life."
Damn.
But like, he's like, I don't even need the Mac. I get one through my work. So like, this is just like I just took it because I was worth more value than the cards were.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
right.
I was like, whatever, dude.
I mean, that's
You
what
got a
it kind
PS5
of
out of it.
does. Trade
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
trade up things. I mean,
But I
Mhm.
sat, dude. I remember sitting in the Best Buy queue like all during COVID, like praying that I got selected to buy one. And just every single time you're like, shut down, shut down, shut down. I followed like 5 or 6 dudes on Twitter that like were in the know with like Sony and like Target and Best Buy and Walmart and like kept track of all the releases and never got one. It sucked
Well,
so bad.
the thing is, I have a buddy that works in cybersecurity, and he was telling me that there was people that had they were like making scripts. So like as soon as they went on sale somewhere or
Yeah.
they went live on sale, you just buy it.
Yeah,
Like, right
bots,
then and
dude.
there.
They bought them too. It's the same thing with sneakers, dude. Same thing with sneakers.
Which
They bought the shit out of them.
it actually amazes me on like that whole PS5 deal. Like
Yep.
the scalpers doubling the price, doing all that stuff. Like, I mean, I get that it's a good console. I've seen what it could do, yeah. But come on.
But
now.
dude, it all starts with somebody being willing to pay that price, though.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was saying.
Like, who in their right mind's paying $1,200 for a PS5?
Oh, apparently a lot of people.
I know a lot of people, but it's like, dude, just go buy a fucking PC for that point.
Yeah, I was gonna
At
say
that
for
rate, yeah.
$1,200, you can make yourself a crazy PC nowadays.
Yeah. Like, just go buy a PC. That's what I ended up doing anyway. My wife didn't like that either.
My wife didn't like that either.
No, she did not. Not a fan. But like
Hey.
I said at the beginning, like I play with Nathan a ton. Nathan's like he used to be my neighbor, Dead XA, whatever you want to call him.
Yep.
He was my old neighbor, and he had a PC, and that's all he played on. I was like, dude, this thing's so sick. Like I'd go over there and look at it, like this thing is killer. And I always told my wife, I was like, yeah, me and Nathan could stream together if I could get a PC, and like she's like, no, absolutely not. You have your PS5, and I was like, God. So then we like took like 2 years of convincing, and I was like, okay, look, I'm getting this PC, and I'm getting all this other shit, and I'm gonna stream every day. She's like, if you don't stream every day, I swear to God, I'm gonna kick your ass. And I think ever since I set it up and got everything going, like through Streamlabs, I think I've missed like I missed 2 days intentionally, and then I took a week of vacation. Or so like every day I'm not at work, like out of the state, I'm here. I'm on every day.
That's
That's
commitment.
how
Mostly
I
because I'm
feel.
afraid to get yelled at by my wife.
I'm doing what I was told, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
It's like,
just
I work
trying
a-
not to get my ass kicked.
I work
Yeah.
a 48-96 schedule, so like on my 4 days off, I try to stream as much as I
Yeah.
can. I just came back from Florida, and that was like the only time I like took off ever since Dado started this monster.
You're welcome. By accident, too.
couple
The
days
whole
where I'm
thing
like,
was by accident.
We took
Yeah,
like last Sunday off, and I was like, dude, I pray to God that when I put in my Discord, if these people want to play, I pray to God they say no. 'Cause I just couldn't bring myself to walk out here to my office and stream. Like I was like, there's no way. So I like put it in the Discord. I was like, you guys trying to play? And they're like, no, we're taking the night off. I was like, thank God. And that was the first time since I started like a month ago that I'm like, please don't say that you want to play, please.
Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah, for
You don't want
sure.
to burn yourself out.
Yeah.
No.
I do that enough for my job.
Right. Well, that's
Like next
me.
week I'll get 3 days off because I'll be out of state. So I won't stream like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm like, damn, when I don't get to stream and I go on Twitch and like see everybody else I play with streaming, I'm like super jealous. And then but there's nights where I'm like, yeah, that's great. I'm so glad I didn't stream because like I just couldn't have done it. Like there's
Sure.
no way. It would
is
take one
understandable.
person saying something in chat that would piss me off, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I can't-
Hi, I'm that
I'm
guy.
done.
Hey, fucker.
I'm here.
Make for a good TikTok clip though.
Yeah, right. I see. That's my saving grace when I travel for work is going on Twitch. Talk to Mrs. Dado, all that jazz, and the
Yeah.
kids, and then get on Twitch. I'm like, oh look, these guys are gonna keep me entertained because I'm bored as
Yeah.
shit sitting in this hotel room.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
And if I work
For
another
sure.
minute, I'm gonna murder everybody in here. Like I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go straight crazy on this hotel.
yeah.
Why
I
not?
feel you.
Fuck it.
Luckily, almost all my day trips. Like I'm going to Chicago on Monday. I'll leave at like 6:30 in the morning. I'll be home at 5:30 in the afternoon.
You
I'm good.
fly out and fly back.
Yeah, fly out, fly back, same day.
Jeez, that's brutal too, though. That's
No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely takes its toll. Like, I'll still stream on Monday. I'll be tired of shit, but I'm still gonna stream. Like
I
Tuesday,
would
I'm
rather
going.
get my ass kicked on the ambulance. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I will take getting my ass kicked in the ambulance all
Yeah,
day long
Wednesday-
compared to that.
Wednesday I fly to Tennessee and back same day, and then Friday I fly to Tampa and back same day.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Busy.
The worst one I've done is Las Vegas and back same day.
Woof.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
That's like a 4-hour
Yeah, dude.
flight, isn't it?
There's no direct flights to Las Vegas from Cleveland, so
Unless
at least
you
not the
fly
ones
the-
they're willing for us to pay for. So like, I flew from Cleveland to Texas to Las Vegas. I think I left at like 4:00 in the morning from my house. I was in Nevada for 3 hours and then flew back. And I think I got home at like midnight, 12:30.
Mm-mm.
More power to you, boss. Like,
I mean, yeah,
holy shit.
congratulations.
No, thank you.
But I mean, it's tough. It's always tough because the kids, like, I hate being away
Sure.
from home to begin with, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could stay. And my boss was like, why don't you just stay? And I was like, I'd rather sleep in my own bed. Like, I
Yeah.
don't stay unless I absolutely have to.
I'm the same way. I won't stay unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Or it's like Maine or something like that. And I'm like, yeah. To me,
But I always tell my boss, like, the premise is like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to kill myself for one day. And then the next day, don't message me. Don't talk to me. Like,
yeah.
unless it's
right.
urgent, don't bother me whatsoever. Because I just logged like 17 hours the day before. So don't talk to me. Yeah.
I'll check in with you in 2 days. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you the next day and we'll go over everything.
Right.
Like
So-
one of those days, I get like a Teams message and I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, I hate it's like a nightmare. Except like
Yeah.
the spooky stuff, the ringing of Microsoft Teams. Oh, it'll set you off.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah,
can
dude.
shove that right up your ass. Like
It's like that fucking the iPhone alarm thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
seriously.
That shit. No me
Annoying.
gusta.
no, no
Especially
Megan.
hearing that shit at like 4 or 5 in the morning. You're like, God damn
Yeah.
it. I fucking hate my life.
That's why whenever I'm not at work, my active where we get all of like our emergency calls, that gets
Off.
muted. I
Yeah,
can still see what's
nobody
going
likes
on, but the annoying sound of the
Oh, dude. No thanks.
Yeah, come Friday night at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, the work phone goes back in the truck. It goes in the truck. I'll check it
My work
Saturday.
phone is my actual phone, so
No. I learned that a long time ago.
no, I can only get calls to it. So like we can't have our email on our phone or anything. So like I don't have to deal with that. Or like I don't have Teams on my phone, so like
Oh, good.
it's not that bad. But it's like some of my sites will call me and I'll be like, dude, just stop calling my phone. Stop.
New phone. Who dis? Sorry.
You know it. They know it's my
Disease.
personal cell phone too, so they know I have it.
No, those fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
there's
be
only like
take the hit.
there's 2 people in my company that have 3 actually now. 3 people out of all of our employees that have it. It's the owner, our executive vice president, and our controller. That's it. If one of those 3 call me, I said the world better be falling apart and the fire department better be on the way. Because if you're
seriously.
calling me, there's a problem.
Something better have fallen down or somebody better gotten hurt real bad.
Yeah, real bad. And if it's because they need a band-aid for their boo-boo, I'm gonna lose my mind.
If it's just a little scratch, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I'll talk to them tomorrow about don't
If
run with
you-
scissors.
If you
Like-
stub your
Yes.
toe and you call me at 3:00 in the morning.
Hmm
Just saying, I'm on the other side. I'm on the ambulance, so like I know.
Oh, I've-
some of the crap we've gotten woken up at like 2:30 in the morning because of just I don't feel good. My tummy hurts.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Pepto Bismol.
you want to pay for an ambulance to
Mhm.
take you to the hospital on top of what I am, what I
No
cost.
thanks.
Whatever, you could just take Pepto Bismol or ibuprofen.
Take some Tums, you'll be alright.
Yeah, sit up. Like
It's like I'm cool. I love my job to death, but like some of the stuff is just like, man.
Yeah.
He's like, brother.
Brother.
well, I used to build custom houses and I used to tell homeowners, I said, if your house is on fire, don't call me. Call the fire department first and then call me. And it always used to be a joke because I was trying to break the ice and like, don't bother me at 9 o'clock at night. I'm glad I'm building your house, but I don't need that. Except one night at like 10:30, I get a phone call. Somebody's house was literally on fire. And I was like,
Oopsies.
oh, okay. That was a joke.
Why'd you
That
call
was-
me?
Right.
Uh-oh.
It was funny story. It was in Pennsylvania in somebody's old fire district before he was there. So
That wasn't my district, let me tell you.
close enough.
Close. Oh,
But-
boy, I remember that.
Outside of traveling for work, one thing and one of the main reasons why we wanted to bring you on is because we're super excited to announce what we're going to call a collaboration with Tipsy. And I'm going to let you kind of explain your business here in a second. But the boys and I are super excited that we have some new merchandise that's going to drop with the release of this podcast. So if you're listening to it now, you will see a link in the description below that will take you to our website and show you exactly what we're talking about. So, Tipsy, if you can kind of explain to us what the name of your company is and what it actually does, and then we'll be happy to explain how Between the Mics and your company are collaborating.
Yeah. So outside of my actual job and outside of streaming, I run my own business. It's called Bad and Brimmed Limited. It's stationed at Cleveland, Ohio. We basically make custom hats, anybody's logo that they have, or like we custom design some logos. It depends on what the deal is. How far in advance you give us notice. If you already have a logo, we can print whatever. Obviously, you guys sent me your logo. We printed it out. I gave you guys a couple options of what it could look like. We settled on it. Go from there. We do some other stuff too, mostly hats. I mean, I've done like custom engravings on pretty much. I mean, we can engrave anything. Whatever you can throw at us, we can pretty much do. But hats is our main thing. Every single one of them is hand stitched, heat pressed. They last damn near forever. A lot of the ones you see on the internet or like TikTok are just heat pressed. They could just pull off, fall off, whenever. But I take the time to hand stitch every single one of them. Not with the sewing machine either. With my bare hands, it sucks, but it's worth it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a strong hand. Dude, the amount of times I've stabbed myself in the fingers this past year.
He can't feel it. That's why he's missing, folks. It's because he can't.
Yeah.
He just has no feeling
Yeah.
left.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah. So like,
before anything, I just know I've seen the products, man. Fucking sexy work.
Killer.
Fucking
Thanks, brother.
sexy
Appreciate it.
work.
Appreciate it.
Made me feel some type of way, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah. Like I seen it and I got moist.
Yeah, we've been doing it we opened in September of last year, I think. So almost 2 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have no idea how many we've cranked out. I mean, it's just me. My wife doesn't work on it. She does like design work, but it's just me sitting beside the engraver, doing all the logo work and everything. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's something I enjoy doing. It's something I enjoy doing way more than my actual job. Even though sometimes it gets a little hectic, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Sure. Were you self-taught on that whole thing? Like, is that just something you randomly picked up, or?
Yeah, I mean, I just watch YouTube videos pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Sewing, my mother-in-law taught me how to sew like once with like needle and thread, and I just kind of picked it up. But you guys got a lot better sewing than like the initial people got. Like the initial, some of the initial work I did, like for myself, was just absolute dog shit.
looks great from afar.
Yeah, now I'm pretty good at it, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's more of just like a time-consuming thing. But
Right.
yeah,
Wouldn't even know,
everything
bud.
pretty much. Yeah, everything I pretty much self-taught myself. Yeah.
Those
Wouldn't
first
even know.
products
They
were
look fucking-
10-foot
Yeah.
products.
Close one eye and turn to the side. That kind of product.
Dude, there's been nights like I did an order for a college baseball team in Pennsylvania. He wanted 50 of them, and I gave him a really tight deadline just to like kind of impress the guy. I think I sewed like 50 in like 3 days.
Oof.
And there were nights I was staying up to like 3 a.m. and I was like, dude, I'm like falling asleep and I like miss a stitch. I'm like, damn it. And I gotta restart this whole thing over again.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad. So mad. But we used to like when I first started, even when we did that order, I worked with the lady out of South Dakota. She did all my design work, she did all the printing, like all the engraving, everything. And it was just so like, I was paying $5 for each individual piece.
Oh,
So like when I did yours 20, I would have to pay her $100 to do all the work and then ship it from South Dakota. And we loved working with her. She was great. She has her own business out there. But it just became to the point where it's like, okay, if I could do this myself and I could cut out a middleman and have to wait, 3 or 4 days to get stuff in from South Dakota, whole thing could be so much more efficient. And ever since I switched, I bought a laser engraver, I think Black Friday again, just like my PS4. I'm a big Black Friday guy.
Hell yeah.
Bought my laser engraver, and I mean, that's been like sauce ever since. Like I do every single piece of it myself, except for, getting the hats I order from a supplier in North Carolina, but they've been great. I mean, the whole process is a little more streamlined now. You live and you learn, when you're building your own thing, but yeah.
absolutely. We've gone through our own stumbling blocks of building the podcast,
Yeah.
so we completely understand.
We get it.
But it's
We don't talk about
That's why
that.
it's backwards.
we don't talk about that. But we are super excited. The boys and I are very excited to have the opportunity to work with Tipsy and Bad and Brimmed. Sorry. And we do have some custom hats, and those will be dropped on the website. But for very special listeners, there will be a select few that will be given away and sent to you at no cost. And we will have all that on the website. There will be a registration for the drawing. It's basically going to be a raffle. Make sure that you're tuning in to all of the BTM guys' streams, because there will be links and things dropped in those to get you access into the raffle and the drawings. But without further ado, we do want to show you what they look like. So if you're watching on the YouTubes, if you're listening to Spotify, make sure you click the link in the description of the episode to come and check them out. But they are, this is what they are. Hand stitched, beautiful, made by that gentleman right there.
Oh yeah.
We are super excited about them. I know there's a funny story that we will get to about how Dado got these hats in his hand specifically, but please make sure that you jump into the website, check it out. There will only be a select few given away. The rest of them will be for sale once the giveaway has ended. So if you unfortunately don't get the opportunity to win one, then you will have the opportunity to buy one, which is super exciting. And they're only limited time. We only have a handful of them because the boys and I are very greedy. No, I'm kidding. We wanted our own hats. So there is a limited run of them. So get them while they last.
That's slander right there, Dado.
Yeah, I know.
No me gusta.
No me gusta. We're not greedy. We just wanted our own shit. Okay. Dado more than anybody. So again, super excited. But the funny story is, and I felt bad. I told Tipsy this in the messages, like, hey man, I am not trying to be a dick, but just wanted to check in. He goes, I'm working on it. And hearing that they're hand stitched and they're absolutely beautiful, and hearing that, and I'm like, one. I'm just asking for one, Tipsy. I just need one for the podcast. I just need one.
I think I sewed 7 yesterday morning before I brought them over.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So
they take they take me like 20 minutes or so each, 25 minutes. It's not that bad.
We were
good.
Yeah, right. He's getting efficient. We were exchanging messages back and forth, and I work in the Cleveland area, and I'm shooting Tipsy messages like, hey man, I'm going to be here at this time until this time, and then yada yada yada. He goes, I'll be there, and I'm. Dado works in construction. I'm in this building that we're trying to finish up. My vice president's there. I got one of my teammates there. There's just everybody's there. And I'm getting messages. I'm on my way. And then I'm sitting outside. I'm like, oh shit. So I go outside in my whole construction garb and meet Tipsy to get our hats, do a deal in the parking lot of this area, and then walk back in with this box of hats. And my vice president's like, the hell just happened? Like, don't worry
doing
about
a parking lot deal in a very wealthy area. They were probably like, what the hell is this guy doing? Why is he parked outside our construction site for the last 5 minutes doing nothing?
He needs to
Mind
get
your
in here and put his
business.
tools on. Right.
People kept walking past my truck, and I'm like, I hope nobody asked me why I'm here.
Why aren't you at work?
Yeah, because you've been like, I'm here to see Dado, and they'd be like, huh? Who?
Who the hell is
The
this guy?
fuck is Dado?
Gets called to a meeting the next day. Who is Dado? Who
Yeah,
is this?
right. Who's this?
Why is there a random guy named Tipsy outside waiting for him?
Right. Yeah, outside of this establishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my boss would have went up to him and be like, you know how to push a broom, son? Come on.
Like, no, I
You
actually
wanna-
don't.
you wanna
I
work?
just sit at home.
Sorry. You see these hands? These are sewing
Yeah.
hands. That's it.
Yeah. You see this hand? This hand doesn't touch a mop. Or a broom.
It's a strong hand though. So.
Yeah, I was laughing about it. So then he made me open the box because he was curious. Yeah.
It's in the box.
So I pull out the pocket knife, wham, and I cut open the box, and I'm like, oh, like a kid on Christmas. And he's like, what? I'm like, look at these fucking things. You're not as excited as I am. You suck. Go away. Like,
Dado
and then
about
the-
shat himself.
the picture I sent the boys is actually a picture of this hat sitting on the box inside a construction site in Cleveland. That's what
Yep.
they got.
What a
It was
fucking-
great.
What a picture.
Yeah.
I believe it's still up there.
It is still up there. It was.
Oh yeah,
it-
dude, I'm fucking
yeah.
excited for it.
The
It's gonna be
fucking
my
guy.
new
Oh, good.
everyday off shift hat.
It's not
Gonna
good.
be the
They
fancy
wear
guy.
nice. I've been wearing this one for like, I don't know, like a year now. Close to. Still
Your
on there.
Dado got options. I've been rotating hats. Mrs. Dado's
I
like,
got
"Are you
options, huh?"
done? Pick a hat." Like,
I made
No.
myself a ton of these things.
leave me alone, woman.
I got
Fine.
like 3 hats I rotate through. I
Yeah,
got
my hat-
I used-
my
I'm
actual
a big hat
fire
guy.
hat.
I used to have a ton of them, and now I just wear all my Bad and Brimmed hats because if
Well,
it
why
sits on my
not?
shelf
Why
for more
not?
than like 3 months, it becomes mine.
We went to Alaska, and every store we went into, every port and stop, I bought a hat. She goes, "You need a shelf or closet for your hats. I have so many freaking hats. It's insane.
Yeah.
About
Insane.
10, but I only go through like 3 or 4.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm talking like 15 plus. That I got a lot, and I just got
I
more.
want to get that way. I want to get that way. Now that I got Tipsy,
Right?
Oh shit.
Dude,
See,
Nathan,
look, now
my,
he's gonna
my
leave us
neighbor, my
Gabs.
neighbor next door, like he'll text me a design, be like, "Hey, can you make this?" In like a couple weeks, I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Same thing with Nathan. Dude, Nathan will send me designs and stuff. Be like, "Can you make this? I'll pay you for it." I was like, "Yeah, whatever, dude."
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was sitting there thinking about it. Get like my station number,
Yeah,
and like
dude,
my
whatever.
name on it. That'd be pretty dope for everybody in the crew.
Send it over. I'll be here.
He's the man.
Oh, I'm not artistic. I'm autistic. So
Send me
He's
what
so-
you want, and I'll make it.
there we go. It's better. It sounds a lot better. I was gonna
Yeah.
say you don't want to give me crayons.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a crayon sketch on a napkin from Buffalo
Yeah.
Wild Wings. That's what it's
I
gonna
actually had
be.
I actually had a company a couple months ago. They were like, "Hey, do you do your own designs?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I can." And they're like, "Did you like do any type of design work before this?" I was like, "Nope, but you're gonna get the best I can do."
You might get some fuck shit, but you know.
Yeah, it's not gonna look great on the first draft, but we'll figure it out.
We'll
get
tweak
there.
it from there.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I never did anything like that. I mean, whatever. I do it now. You figure it out.
No, that's awesome. So again, you could check out Bad and Brimmed. It's .com, right? badandbrimmed.com.
Yeah, badandbrim.com. Yeah.
If you want to have an amazing hand stitched custom hat from Tipsy, please make sure you check him out. Again, his link will be in the description below. But as we enjoy hanging out with you, we have one last question for you,
Hold
Tipsy.
on. Before we get there, if you don't go follow his hat thing, I'm gonna find you. Follow his stuff.
There's the thread of the podcast.
There we go. Sorry, I had to get that out there. Go follow his shit.
Yeah, go to Bad and Brimmed and Tipsy on Twitch. He's streaming every night. Even if you don't like horror stuff, Dado will be there to keep you entertained with commentary about bullshit.
And
But-
me, I'll be in there trying to fucking scare Tipsy.
Right.
I'd be saving my points just
One
to
of these
grab the scary
days.
shit.
One of these days. You're gonna get
I
gonna
always try to
happen.
get him. Tipsy's too quick. He's always like, I push the button and I'm like watching, and he goes and he looks at his screen. I'm like, shit, he saw it.
I'll get you eventually.
I always got one eye on the chat, baby.
Got to keep yourself safe. But
Yeah.
a question that we ask every guest, and thank you for coming on and hanging out with us and giving us a little bit of behind the scenes, pulling the curtain back of who Tipsy is. But the last question we have, and we like to ask all the guests this, is if you had to tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Probably just not to worry about whatever the people fucking think. Like I spent a lot of time when I was a kid, even in high school, like cared a lot about what other people thought. You know, I ran around with what you'd call like the cool kids in high school, I guess.
Sure.
But it was more of like we played sports kind of thing, but I always try to fit in, and I didn't really fit in with them. It was always just trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent a lot of time doing that and a lot of time in college doing that. And then, until I finally got out of school and like, it was like, why did I waste so much time like with these people and like trying to fit in and like doing shit that I probably shouldn't have done? And like at the end of the day, it's just like me and my wife and, Nathan and the people I game with. And it's like, this is so much more fulfilling than like wasting the amount of time I did trying to impress other people for no fucking reason who I don't even talk to anymore. Like 99% of the people I went to college and high school with, I don't talk to. So like, why did I even mess around and like waste time?
Right. I feel that. And,
Yeah.
Flinty and I have a completely different bond and relationship. I've known Flinty for 14 years. We're high school buddies. I was about to say sweethearts, but I was like, I should probably stop a little short of that. But you're absolutely right. It's there's a lot of people that you don't talk to. So do what makes you happy. Don't care what people think, and live the best life that you can, because we only got one spin around this rock.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. We are super excited. Again, gang, check Tipsy out on Twitch. Make sure that you go and check out his merch and his stuff at badandbrimmed.com. And make sure that you check out the description below. Get yourself entered into the giveaway, and keep an eye out as we have new releases of our merchandise as well as these limited edition hats. So, boys, thank you for hanging out. Tipsy, thank you. And gang, we'll catch you on the next one. Love ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.